All right, man. Let's talk about Justin Tucker. Now, this is one of the stories that kind of went under the radar. That went way up under the radar, man, with Justin Tucker, man. Uh, so apparently, he was one of the best kickers in the NFL. I mean, he hurt my Lions so many times with record-breaking field goals in our arena and all that shit, man. And he was, one of the best kickers. Now, he started to fall off a little bit this season. And then, the story started coming out that it was multiple massage therapists that said he behaved inappropriate. He behaved very inappropriately with them and relieved himself during the massage. Now, I don't know if this is CTE. You heard the same thing about Deshaun Watson. I don't know if it's some type of porn fetish fantasy that these guys are having, or they having some type of mental breakdown. Or I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to find no excuse for nobody, but when I get a massage, I'm going for the release and the therapy, and they play a high contact sport. You kind of catch my drift or whatever. So once you kind of looking at it, like what's up with these dudes and massage therapists, and you got a lot of massage therapists that will come to your crib now. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? You got some that'll make you keep your clothes on, even the ones you don't think that will. So, and you got so many of these massage therapists. You got so many of these massage therapists, today that are they busting these guys for busting these places for doing prostitution. You seen that happen with the Robert Kraft for the Patriots and all that. So I don't understand the get off. I understand once you have so many women, you got to be creative in what you do, and that's one of the downsides of the player life. At some point, it get old, and just like when people get addicted to porn, they taste get more nastier and filthier. So at some point, it's best, even for guys, to stick with one woman. It's best for guys to stick with one woman at one point, but check out my Free Game 89 channel, Patreon. That link's in the description. That's for that type of stuff. But I just wanted to spit that out. But I'm very, very concerned about the number of dudes with money that do that. I mean, you literally could just go buy any woman you want. You can go to these places where these women are literally there waiting on high value guys to walk into the establishment. You can have them. They for sale. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do with them. That's what I don't understand. But I guess it's kind of like the whole foreplay thing. It's kind of like, I guess it's foreplay to get reinvigorated. I don't never want to get that much coochie where I got to get that creative. That's just me personally. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to get to that point where I have so much coochie that you know what I'm saying, that I got to resort to being this creative. I'm good. I'm pretty sure if he cut into the massage therapist like that, most of them, he can just have them for the frisky dog. But I mean, I don't understand it. And in my humble opinion, I don't understand it. So I don't get it. But let's read it. Baltimore Ravens release kicker Justin Tucker a month after massage therapist accusation. That got to be months. Somebody say a month. That got to be months. That was a while ago. Kind of went under the radar. You kind of know how your brother's gonna be like, well, they getting on Shannon Sharp. They letting the kicker slide. They always do that. What about the kicker that sent Keisha almost to the upper room for the New York Giants? Chad Wheeler. People forget about that. So when that's why I try to tell y'all, when they try to make it seem like black people are the only bad people or the only people in this country committing crimes, and to a certain extent, once you start adding the math up, you talking about media make what they make, and them being in poverty, that's the reason why they commit so many crimes. But guess what? Every community have their bad people. And a lot of times, a lot of bad people run parallel with their opportunities. Poverty, being broke, not having the resources. You catch my drift. So You know, if they really wanted to end criminality, a lot of criminality or criminal crime or crime, let me say that better, crime in this country, they would close the poverty gap and they could do that easy. Not saying there still won't be people that's just bad, but at the end of the day, they make us the face of crime. And I love when Jesus said this on Liquid Swords. He said, "What's the definition of crime? Is it criminals robbing innocent motherfuckers every time? Is it? Come on. I got your back. You better protect your front, because these niggas that front that be pulling stunts. Come on, man. That's one of the best pure hip hop albums ever. That and Illmatic. But that's real stuff. But when they do it, they slide it under the radar. The media don't do it like that. Black people don't latch on to it like that because it's not part of the culture. It's a crazy world out here. Months after massage therapists accused Justin Tucker of misconduct, the Baltimore Ravens announced Monday that they were releasing him from the team, calling it a tough decision based on the team's current roster. Now, this writing was on the wall, like that Gucci album, because they drafted another kicker. He was starting to be shaky. Now, John Harbaugh, I think they might cover this in this clip, is about to say it was a football decision. Tucker, 35, who has been with the team since 2012, was accused in January of inappropriate behavior during massage therapy sessions by 6 women who spoke to the Baltimore Banner. The news outlet reported allegations of more women next month. So at the end of the day, is it a sham on him? Did he piss somebody off? Or this is just who he was? And maybe they didn't know who he was and they found out who he was. I mean, he is only a kicker. Tucker, who is one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, has been denied any wrongdoing and has not been charged with any crime. An NFL investigation into the allegation of misconduct continues. NBC reports the Ravens last month drafted the kicker, Tyler Loop, in the 6th round. Ravens executive vice president and general manager Eric DeCosta made no mention of the allegation in Monday's statement about Tucker's release. Ravens coach John Harbaugh said any decision about Tucker's placement on the team will be based on football. See how they protect their own? See how they protect? They all stay on code for each other. Right, wrong. Did y'all see that white lady that called that black kid an N-word at the park, and they raised like $600,000 for her? You know, all these other communities stay on code. I appreciate black people being straight shooters and keeping it a beam, but we kind of need to be on code like the rest of these communities, right or wrong. And we some righteous people. We very forgiving. We like to do things the right way. We ostracize anybody in our community that do things wrong. And I love that. But at the end of the day, how it's getting, bro, we got to stick together, right or wrong. We got to stick together. Look how they stick together, right or wrong. It was a problem when brothers raised that money for Carmelo Anthony. I seen that. That became a problem. But, you know, when they raised money for that dude that sent that brother to the upper room in the New York train station, you know, come on, where was the morality at then? See, anytime we stick together and stay on code, it's a problem. Peep game. Oh, you know, it's a football decision. Like, no, this is a decision based on he allegedly couldn't keep his fucking hands to himself. Weirdo. And they be doing this. You can have any woman you want, bro. Sometimes football decisions are incredibly difficult. This was one of the most instances. DeCosta said Monday statement reporting that Tucker will be released. Considering our current roster, we made some tough decisions to release Justin Tucker. They drafted a kicker. They knew he was gone. He's leaving. Now his play did slide a little bit. He's leaving because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. He couldn't keep his hands out the coochie. That's simple as that. He's a weirdo. If this is true, you're white. You're rich. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Make it make sense. Why are you doing this? So it is what it is. Check out the NFL playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link in the description. You can find me everywhere. Peace.